Hi guys, got a really quick video for you here. In this video I'm going to ask for your feedback. I'd love your feedback if possible. Leave a comment in the comments section with your feedback on this, what you'd like to see, because I'm thinking of releasing the first ever success course, if you will, for online marketers. I don't believe it's been done before. I know that you could use it for anything, but there's some key things that I've been doing in my business over the years that I'd love to share with you that have made the biggest impact. But here's the thing, here's the little sort of elephant in the room, or the big elephant in the room. With all this stuff, the success stuff, mindset, motivation, it's almost like a bit jaded. You sort of think, well, the only people that tout that stuff are really, really rich and really successful, and why would they say anything different? And they just get to go around touting it and making lots of money, and then the only way to be successful would be to go around telling people about success. Well, for what it's worth, and bear with me here because I do really want your feedback. I want your let me know what you think. But for what it's worth, one of the biggest things in my business that has changed my business is a guy called Jim Rohn. You can check him on YouTube. You probably already know it's actually the guy that Tony Robbins learned a lot of his material from. And if you watch Jim Rohn and then you watch Tony Robbins, you'll see huge similarities, which is cool. But I used to think like that. So I used to think and be very cynical and think, well, the only people successful are the people that, like, the only people preaching success are the people that go around preaching it and charging people to do so and then making money doing it. But I thought, well, when I started out, I thought, well, I've got nothing to lose, so I'm going to try putting into action some of these principles. And as I was learning it, and you could check him out on YouTube where I got started, Jim Rohn. There's plenty of his seminars. And this is two things to ask. So number one, I'd like your feedback. I'm thinking of releasing a course. I'll tell you about it in just a second, but it will be geared towards minds. I'll give you the formula in a second, and I'll tell you exactly what it is. And it will be specific for internet marketers. But just to tell you, if you're going to look at Jim Rohn's stuff and so on, do it like I did it. Get a pen and paper or a little notepad and literally just look at it without any sort of concept. You don't have to pay for it. It's free on YouTube. And I believe, I'm not sure on the legal stuff and so on, but there's plenty of seminars on there. And just watch it without any sort of more stuff, and put into action the stuff, and I'm sure that it will work for you as it has done myself. But what I wanted to do, so I won't keep on talking at you, but what I wanted to do was release a course specific for online marketers, because I've been teaching Amazon and ClickBank for years, okay, and I see some people doing really, really well. And I see some people stay in the same place for years, which is absolutely fine, and that's always going to happen, okay? In anything, whether it's losing weight, getting fit, anything, okay? And there's some key things that I've done in my business that has really, really helped me and improved my life, not just business. But I want to release the first success course for internet marketers, and the reason being is, before you do any of this stuff, the Amazon stuff, the ClickBank, the AdSense, build email campaigns, Facebook ads, build your own products, depending what position you're in, you've probably looked at a lot of people and sort of thought, how come everything they do sort of not turns to gold? I know that's really cheesy, but how come everything they do is sort of like, it just works out and they know what they're doing? I wish I did. And honestly, I can hand on heart tell you now that that's not the case. People, even if you look at high level people or high earners in online marketing, I guarantee you they will have as many struggles, if not struggle more. But I've broken it down into a formula that I'd love to teach you, and I'm going to be releasing a free course that will teach you. But I want your feedback, your genuine feedback. Would you like a a success course? And I'm sort of not even sure whether to send this video out. It's sort of it almost feels like I'm not being condescending or anything like that. I truly like to share stuff that's helped me in my business, stuff that's enabled me to run a business for over 10 years online, and stuff that's made it a lot easier in the last 7 years. And I'd love to, and it sounds crazy saying that now, like that much time, but I'd love to show you exactly what I've done, what I believe will, even before you start something. So whether you're doing Amazon, whether you're doing ClickBank, whatever you're doing, it will truly help eliminate procrastination. It will help get you motivated. It will help you become a different person, I dare say. So you'll be really buzzing and ready to go, and even before you start, it will actually carry you through the hurdles. And I've broke it down into a little formula that I'd love to teach you, and it's this, and I've sort of modified it a bit so it sounds cool, but here it is. It's MEGAR, so that stands for MEGAR. Okay, I wanted to make it mega, but you'll see why I couldn't in a little while, and I'll explain exactly what it is. So M stands for mindset. Without a doubt, regardless of what you think of mindset, it's a huge factor. And if you haven't got the mindset for this stuff, if you're not sort of I'll leave it for the course because I don't want the video going too long, but I've got a few mindset strategies that I use that really help me. And of course I get down times. I get really down times, the same as everyone. I struggle. I sometimes think, what am I going to do today, and what's going on, and what site should I build, and this Amazon site's gone down, or this ClickBank product's not working, or all sorts of spanners in the works. But mindset keeps you going, and I've got a few things that I do that I'd like to teach you around mindset that will really help you with your online business. Number 2 is goals. I'll come back to the E in just a second. So it was MEGAR. I'll come back to the E in a second because you'll see why I've put that in there. But the second part is goals. Goals, again, is a fancy word. I know goals is chucked about. People say, oh yeah, you need to write your goals down. And no one, it sounds cheesy, and it's almost like, yeah, how's that going to actually work? But I've got a formula that you can use of how I write my goals, which will motivate you and really get you seeing this stuff from a different perspective, I'm hoping. And I'd love to teach you that, so let me know if that's of interest. I will show you how to set goals that motivate you and don't seem like dreams. There's a huge difference between writing down your dreams and writing down your goals. And the reason that the mindset comes first is, unless your mind's right, when you write down goals, it's going to make you worse. You're just going to be more cynical. Okay, I'm not knocking it. We've all been in, you might be in that space now, or you might not be. You might be in a really motivated space. But if you're down and someone says, oh yeah, write your goals down, it's sort of like, yeah, okay, how's that going to help? So I'd love to teach you the mindset and the goals. And the next part is actions. Okay, now this course won't so much teach, it will teach you some actions, but it won't teach you actions, because actions are anything. So you might be in building Amazon sites, or you might be building ClickBank sites, or your own products. So the actions that you need to take, you'll have them that you need to, or you don't do, or whatever it may be. But your mindset and the goals that you set, exactly how I'm actually going to show you, will lead to different actions, okay, over time. And I'm going to explain why those actions are really important. And then of course the R on the end, you've probably already guessed, is results. So when you add all that up, you've got mindset, goals, actions, and results. And you're probably wondering, well, what was the E for? So it went MEGAR. Well, E I put in there so it says mega, okay, or MEGAR. But E stands for extra. And what the extra is when you're doing this stuff, and this is sort of how I modeled this formula when I was thinking about doing this video for you. when you're doing this stuff, all I ask is you put extra attention into it. Okay, so I ask, it's going to be a little bit weird, but I ask that you be 100% present when you're doing the course. Okay, it's very, very easy. In fact, that's a whole success thing right there. And it's very hard to do, but have you noticed that when you're doing something, it's very, very quick that you can go into doing something else in your head? You can be in many, many different places at once. I don't mean physically, but definitely mentally. You might be down the gym and running on a treadmill or whatever you're doing and thinking about what you're going to have for tea, and you're not getting that workout. Okay, you're not being there, you're not present, you're not putting in 100%. So the E I put in there is extra. Put in some real extra to shift yourself from being stuck in the mud. You need to rock the car. Okay, I know you don't just stand sort of sit there with your foot on the gas, but if you picture it in your head that you're stuck in the mud, you need something extra, and this is the stick that will get you out of the mud. You know, when you put a stick under the wheels and then it sort of levers the car up, just as an analogy anyway, that's the extra stuff. So the backbone of all this stuff, when you're doing the mindset stuff, when you're doing the goals, when you're doing the actions and you're looking at the results that you're getting, put extra in. And if you're interested in this stuff, I'd love to teach you specific strategies that I'm using in internet marketing, if you will, collectively. This isn't about Amazon stuff or ClickBank stuff. This is for anybody that wants to build a business online and struggles. Now, let me just say, you know, who it's for. If you're trying to make money online, but you've tried a lot of stuff and you can't seem to get it to work, and you've tried everything and you know that the methods are good, or you just can't seem to carry on with it, or you get demotivated, or anything like that, anything to do with the mindset, the goals, the actions, and the results that you're getting, let me know. Drop me a comment in the section and say, Chris, I'm not interested in that. It's, but if I get enough people where you say, you know what, because I'm putting myself out here because I don't know how this will be received. Maybe you say, Chris, what a load of nonsense. And that's cool, okay? But genuinely, from my point of view, this stuff has really, really helped me. And I want to share some stuff that has taken me years to learn. It's not new stuff. It's stuff that I've learned, like I say, off Jim Rohn, Tony Robbins, Bob Proctor, all the sort of names, Brian Tracy. And the thing that's different, if you will, is I'm using it specifically in internet marketing. So if you're interested in that, all these sort of things, mindset, goals, actions, these success courses that you see aren't really for internet marketers. And if you're sat there on a computer most days trying to make a living, believe me, the number one difference will be mindset. Most people that start out haven't got an office full of people motivating them, haven't got people working for them where they're sort of being motivated to be the best for them. So when you start out, it's just you and the computer, and you need the mindset. So if that's of interest, drop me a comment in the section below and I will let you have the course for free. And I'm going to really, really enjoy doing it. I truly believe if you're struggling with this stuff, you have all the strategies and you can't seem to get it working, you're going to love it. But I'll leave the video there. Let me know your thoughts, and subscribe to the channel if you're interested in this stuff, and I will speak to you very soon. Let me know your thoughts on that, guys, and I will get cracking. And I truly believe that the stuff I've got to show you around mindset, around setting goals, around the actions you take and the results that you're after, I think I can help. So let me know if that's of interest and I will get cracking on the videos. Okay guys, I'll speak to you soon.